Welcome to Behind the Flag Podcast, sponsored by Get It Right Enterprises. Come on, join the crew and take the field during Friday Night Lights. We will learn from experienced guest presenters and mentors that will help you become a better football official, providing the tools to put you in the correct position to make the right call. Raise your officiating knowledge and strive to become the best football official and expert in National Federation High School rules. Learn the art of film breakdown, mechanics, and philosophies. You know, every year we have an entire off season to get prepared. But in season, you only have one chance to get it right.
Right, here we go. Another Saturday with Behind the Flag podcast webinars number 40. Ken.
This is going to be a good one. We've never done quite this one, Dennis, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so today we have April Chassee with us, with Bob Arnone with Get It Right. We're going to be talking about, the topic is staying on the field, injury-free. So we want to kind of extend our officiating careers as we get older as officials, preventive maintenance on our body, eating right, staying healthy, things we could do off the field at home to make us perform better on the field on Friday night. Bob, if you could.
You know, Dennis, if you look at the stats, sorry to interrupt. If you look at the stats, the average age is climbing up every year. We're not getting those younger officials, so this is fantastic that we're actually doing this evening.
Yeah, so I mean, I know with me, once I hit 40 years old, you kind of hit a wall, and you kind of have to change some of your eating habits to keep your energy levels up. So I'm pretty interested in to see what Bob Arnone and April Chassee have to say tonight about this topic. Bob, if you could please introduce our special guest.
Yeah, and just kind of continuing what you all were just talking about, that NASO study that was done a couple of years ago, the average age of the officials was in the mid to upper 50s. And the thing is, the kids are still the same age, 16, 18 years old, and we're trying to keep up with them. And I really kind of thought in 2017, I was really coming to the end of my officiating career. Some coaches probably still think that I've surpassed that, but I had the pleasure of meeting April in the business group that we have, and she really helped me out, and I'll be able to tell that story a little bit later. So let's look at this video from Q Science, and then we'll hand it over to April.
When your alarm starts buzzing at 6 a.m. and your feet hit the floor, it's go time. You don't have a choice. If you snooze, everyone loses. Crushing your workout, getting the kids off to school, beating the traffic, and killing it in the boardroom, all before lunchtime, doesn't happen unless you set things in motion. It all relies on you. Now that's pressure. Accelerate your energy and performance with Q Sport. Don't let the crash of oversized energy sodas let you down. Fuel your body with the same precision as elite athletes at the top of their game. Because your goals, your success, require that same commitment and passion. This all-encompassing energy drink mix delivers a natural, time-released caffeine boost strong enough to give you the early morning kick you need. Then, because the mental game is just as important, our proprietary Brain Fuel blend keeps you sharp well past that mid-afternoon slump. After all, your energy boost needs to be as resilient as you. When your workout is ramped up, Q Sport powers your new personal best. When your boss throws you a curveball, knock it out of the park. And when you get home in the evening, have enough left in the tank to give your family your all. Life is a sport. Energize it, because in life, winning matters.
All right, thanks, Bob. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay.
Yes, we hear you just fine.
All right, thank you so much. So first of all, thank you everyone for having me on this evening. It is a pleasure. And again, my name is April Chassee. I'm with Q Sciences, and I've been working with more football officials lately and more athletes lately to maintain their performance on the field. That is so important. What I've learned from Bob is, he was getting that fourth quarter crash, and he needs to keep up with the football players. And like y'all were just talking about, the football players stay the same age, but many of or most of the football officials get older every year. So it's highly important to maintain your performance, your health and wellness, and your overall agility on that field. When we watch football games, you see that the players come off and on the field over and over again. They're switching plays, they're moving around, and the football officials stay on the field. So they don't get those breaks that other football players do. So my focus is to make sure that, we can't watch a football game without football officials. Football does not happen unless they show up to help with the games, right? So it is my job to help other people with their overall health and wellness to maintain that performance on the field through the fourth quarter, and sometimes when we go into overtime, right? So what I would like to talk about specifically is the importance of hydration, sleep, energy, gut health. And I wanted to ask you guys if you knew that 80% of our digestive tract and how that works with our immune system and our digestion formulates and ties in with our brain. The top two most important things with our body is our brain and our gut health. And not a lot of people know that. So when your digestive system is down, you'll find yourself maybe getting more illnesses more frequently. If you have any underlying health issues, you may find yourself getting sick more. More of your symptoms are prevalent. And so it's really important to help with that in even post-workouts, making sure that you discuss the needs with me and what you need for your overall health and wellness regimen, because every person's different, every body is different, all of our ages are different. So what I like to do is I like to talk to individuals and figure out what's going on with them so I can best help them with their needs and figure out what supplementation would be appropriate for them.
Yeah, so what happened when I met April, I was never really into this whole supplement thing. Anytime I think about supplements, I think of some weight lifter that, was taking steroids or something like that. And you walk into GNC or some places like that, and it's like, I have no idea what this stuff does. I figure it's all a hoax. And I just never messed with any of this stuff. But then when I talked to April about what I was doing as an official, I started off officiating with Snickers and a Pepsi for my pregame meal. And surprise, surprise, I'd have a fourth quarter crash. My son's a personal trainer. When he got me off the Snickers, got me on the power bars, but I was still taking things like Gatorade. And the thing that April does is, as she kind of alluded to there, is she talks to you about what you're going through, what your challenges are, where the bumps are in the road, and then she identifies the right kind of product to use to get you through things. So the Q Sport that Q Science offers right now, April calls it Gatorade on steroids. That's not to say that we have steroids in it, but it is an amazing drink. You don't have that fourth quarter crash. It not only gives you energy, but it also improves your focus. Part of my problems from 2017, I think a lot of people understand the term brownout when the electrical grid can't handle the surges and things like that. I was having brownouts on the field. A couple of times I literally missed plays. We went from first down to third down, and how did that happen? So that's when I kind of figured that my career was, on the field was probably over, if not, should have been over maybe a year before. And so I guess by the grace of God, he got me introduced to April, and her products really work. And it's not just walking into GNC buying some stuff. It's all science based, and they make sure that it fits exactly what your need is. So just a quick story there.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. I have another story too that actually just happened recently with one of my friend's sons who's 18 years old. On the outside, he looks really healthy for an 18-year-old, but he was brought into the ER recently, a few days ago, for major anxiety, and he thought he was having some heart problems. And it turns out he drinks some of those name brand energy drinks that we all are familiar with. And he's meeting with a cardiologist later this week because he does have some serious heart problems. And for an 18-year-old, it just breaks my heart as a parent as well that, you know, it's to watch your child go through that, but at such a young age. And that's why I have the heart to help other people and educate them on the dangers of energy drinks and other products out there that have a lot of processed foods in them. And things like that. So it's not good for our bodies, especially for athletes, to consume those beverages and a lot of fast food and things like that, because our body has a hard time processing all of that. And what happens is when we do digest those and we have our next meal, our body doesn't know what to do with some of the chemicals in the foods. So it just kind of throws it in our stores it in our fat cells because it's like, we'll deal with you later. And now we're eating again. So we have to try and digest what's going on down here, right? So it is so, so important. Now, the standard American diet is not that great. Everyone knows our country is filled with fast food restaurants. There is the middle sections of the grocery store that are filled with processed foods. But to try and change someone and do a 360 is not realistic. So that's when I come in and I help them go through bits and pieces towards their overall health and wellness. It's essentially changing their lifestyle, but not in an overnight manner. When you have a doctor telling you that you need to do something, otherwise something bad might happen to you, and this is like a last resort, someone that has a lifetime of these habits, these unhealthy habits, it's going to be hard for them. They don't know that they should shop around the grocery store on the outside to the produce section and things like that, because that's something that they may have never done before. So I come in and I ease them into a lifestyle like that, where their health and wellness goals are more attainable and they have 80 to 90% turnaround with making their health and wellness that much better for them. And when you feel better overall, if you do all these things in your life, your work, you're an athlete, whatever you do in your life, you're able to do them that much better and take care of your family that much better because you are healthy.
Yeah, one of the first conversations that April and I had, I told her I'm not going to, completely change what I've been doing for the past 60 some odd years that I've been eating. If I decide I want to have an entire pizza on a Friday night, I'm going to eat myself an entire pizza. So I'm not doing that as much anymore, but it's not one of these intrusive kinds of things that, like April said, you're not doing a complete 360 on things that you've done. But it does help you regulate the food that you take in. And once you take in the food, I didn't know what the heck all these probiotics have been, but yeah, they've been a real game changer for me. The food that I eat is processed into energy and doing good things for me. And yeah, to all the vegans out there, bless your heart, I've not become one. I have no desire to become one. And you don't have to become one. If you are, good for you.
Right. And, part of my background is I am a mental health therapist. And I also, so it's been in my heart for a very, very long time, quite a few years, that I've wanted to help people, not only with their mental health, but their physical health. And that's like my motto. I help people get healthy from the inside out. Right. So, I've been in the health and wellness industry itself for about 6 years. And what really got me to Q Sciences and the importance of the products is we have the science behind our products. We have a multivitamin that's fully methylated. So there's people out there that have this gene that they're not able to fully absorb vitamins. And if you have a star player and they're not able to get the nutrients that they're getting in, they might fatigue more easily and may need to try other things. That's when you're going for an energy drink that's unhealthy. That's when you're going, for a Snickers bar or something that's a quick fix. But in the long run, in the long term of things, it's extremely unhealthy for you. And then you can feel those effects, which is what I was talking about with that 18-year-old boy. At 18 years, that is so young to us, and his life is just starting, right? So for him to already have heart issues is very discouraging to hear about. And hopefully they can move on from there and his health can get better from there. But yeah, the science behind our products, medical teams, doctors, nurses, anyone in the medical field loves science behind any product, any medicine, any supplementation. So we have that, and we have 34 clinical studies on one of our products as well. And the reason why there's so many studies on that one product is because it works very well and people are very intrigued. We started with this company in 2012 in chiropractic offices and other medical offices. And now we're in more of the marketing direct sales arena because we're spreading the word faster. And Germany, in my opinion, is one of the strictest countries in the world for supplementation. And if my company is in Germany, we got to be doing something right, Bob?
Yeah. One of the other things that we deal with as officials is when you look at the teams, they all have a trainer. We don't, or maybe somebody will have a personal trainer of some sort. So some of the things that we do or don't do after a game or in between games gets to be important as well. So some of the things like yoga and other stretching exercises that you need to do between games is important. But Q Sciences has a couple things there too that will help in the recovery area too. Everything from sleep to working on the muscles, their version of biofreeze, I guess, and things like that really make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a line of hemp-based products, and we have a line of other nutritional supplement products. So if you're not into the hemposphere is what I call it, we also have another line of products that helped us as well. But yeah, like Bob was talking about, the keeping the hydration going in your body, the sleep is so important. One of the top two things that I talk about when I meet with my clients are how's your appetite and how's your sleep been? And if both of those are messed up, then that gets me a better idea about where to start with that person and how we can move forward with their health and wellness journey. And the highlighted product that I did want to talk about this evening was our Q Sport. I call it a sports drink on steroids. And the important part of that is there's other nutrients and vitamins in it, so it will help with your performance. Bob has talked about before that he uses it when he's officiating a football game, and it has helped tremendously with him, and he can go into more details with that. But I'm also going to share a short clip of our Q Sport and how it incorporates into not just being on the field, but into our daily lives at work, family events, and things like that. And I do have the bag right here. Yes, you get, so Bob's holding up the Dragon Sport, and the Dragon Sport has the dragonberry fruit in it with strawberry flavors, and our Q Sport right here, our other one is the key lime grape. And just so you know, a little secret, a little bird told me from our company up in Utah that we will be coming out with some holiday flavors as well. So for those with the winter sports, have no fear. The Q Sport will be here for that as well. And it's very exciting because, you know, you can't just have one flavor of something. It has to appeal to everyone's taste buds, right? So Bob loves the dragonberry. I love the key lime grape, and we're both happy with it. And we're both, you know, moving on with what we do in our daily lives.
Yeah. So, you know, just one question for me. I'm assuming that there's no crash anytime after taking this supplement where you just
I've not had any.
not any crash.
Correct.
No.
It's really amazing in that regard that it just kind of monitoring what's happening in the fourth quarter and things like that, and even after the game. It's like I'm ready for the next one. I'm alert. I still have some energy. Yeah, it's and no weird side effects or anything like that. Yeah, I think when April was talking about being science-based and things like that, who's your main guy? He was a former WebMD.
Yeah, our CEO is Mark Wilson. He used to be the quarterback back in the early 80s for the Oakland Raiders. He went into real estate when he retired and didn't feel as fulfilled in that way to help other people. So that's when he started expanding into how can I help others with their health and wellness? You know, I had to make sure I did that on the field, and now that I'm off the field, what do I do to make that happen? And
that lead scientist though is kind of like in the top of his field, working the products and improving the products.
Right. Yeah. Dr. Kimberly, he used to be a bigwig at WebMD, if that tells you anything. And he is very particular with the products that he creates for Q Sciences. He is always researching a better ingredient to put in to one of our other products to reformulate it and make it that much better. So his saying is science is always evolving, which is true, you know, especially with the pandemic and everything going on these days. You need science to evolve. Obviously, technology has evolved. More people are having webinars and podcasts and Zoom meetings to try and stay connected with what we all do and what our goals are for our businesses and our work. So yeah, Dr. Kimberly, he takes his job very, very seriously. His mom is also in the holistic realm. So we have a great family of corporate staff that work with us at Q Sciences based up in Utah. And Bob, was there anything else that you wanted to share?
No, but that's kind of a long answer to that. Yeah, no side effects.
No side effects. All right. Yeah.
April, can you give us a plug of how the officials can get a hold of you or get a hold of this product and get some more detailed information from you offline?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So my email is alchassee, CHASSEE @gmail.com. For those of you watching, my phone number is in the back there. It's my cell, and it's I can attach my website information for you all as well too. But
your free consults?
Yes. For the listening viewers, I am offering free consultations. So we're going to figure out, you know, get in touch with me, let me know what's going on about you, and I can figure out if Q Sciences and their products are right for you or not. If they aren't, I will help point you in the right direction with whatever your health and wellness needs are. Again, I've been doing this for quite a long time. So getting that hydration, working around your sleep and things like that. One of our top selling products is actually our sleep spray. We have some sublingual vitamin sprays. People that can't swallow capsules can take these vitamins in. And again, the medical team loves to hear sublingual because it's immediately absorbed into your body. So we have a relief spray. So things that help on and off the field, you know, post-workout when you have sore muscles. I kind of call it a replacement to, you know, Advil and ibuprofen and things like that. So we have a line of products like that, just to tie into like no crashes or anything. We don't have sugar in our products, so you're not going to get that crash. You're not going to become addicted like you are with energy drinks, where you're going to get headaches, and you're going to have to take more caffeine. We have none of that going on. We have specific herbs in there to help your body naturally use these products so you can maintain your physical performance.
And for those of us that worked in the government and a couple other key places, when April talks about some of the hemp products, that's not the kind that shows up. It's, I guess, if there's good hemp, this is good hemp.
Yes.
So you don't smoke it, it's already just built into the products, so you're good.
Yeah, you do get what you pay for. I would not buy hemp at a gas station, but you know what? If you can talk to someone like me that knows more about it, that's the way to go.
Great. And I think the website for your Q Science is shop.myqscience.com/April Chassee.
Correct. Yeah, shop.myqsciences.com/April Chassee.
Got it. And I'll go ahead and I'll put that in the podcast website under this podcast. That way it's an easy access. Just click here on this link and they'll take you straight to your page.
Yep, that would be great.
And so, Ken.
Excellent information. Yeah, the gut health, the energy, I'm definitely in. I'll be one of your first consults. So I appreciate you this evening. I wish you had a supplement for rules retention and rules knowledge, but maybe someday.
Yeah, or maybe rules knowledge for the viewers of football games.
There you go. So with that, really appreciate your time. One thing I noted down from the video, life is a sport. That's a great concept. We're always being watched on and off the field as officials. One big push is, do we look the part? Do we look overweight? Can we get in the right position? And I think all this kind of ties into that with your energy level and doing the things to put yourself in the right position on the field to make the right call. So again, April Chassee, Q Science, and we want to thank you for your time, and we will talk to you next Saturday. Have a good week and good luck on the field.